My name is Giordano. I work at Quantum, and my team provides storage solutions that help GEOINT customers manage their data. My talk today is titled Connecting Dots in Today's World, Crayons Not Included. So what am I going to talk about? Well, first, the innovations in this space and the challenges people face connecting dots in all of their data. I think everyone in this room is familiar with the latest innovations in satellites. There are innovations in small sats, too. This picture is of last year's launch of Planet Labs' Flock of Doves. I'm told there will be 510 small sat launches in the next 5 years alone. Since this UAV had its first flight, drone technology has continued to advance and to expand from defense to other types of use, think agriculture or environment. And video technologies keep improving. The increased granularity of video has done wonders for the clarity of images. And while HD is better than SD, 4K is even better. Let me show you. Here's a comparison between a 4K, HD, and SD image. 4K image has 4,000 pixels in width, approximately, twice as many as HD. And innovations in GEOINT are not restricted to air and space. This picture is of a Liquid Robotics wave glider. Just a few weeks ago, Liquid Robotics won the Economist's Ocean Innovation Challenge for innovation in ocean monitoring. And we all know how mobile is changing things. Software is advancing too. I'm biased, my background is in computer science, but it's true, and 3 areas in particular come to mind: GIS, analytics, and visualization. Another innovation is in the area of humanitarian aid and crowdsourcing. This image was taken in Nepal in the wake of April's earthquake. People came together and used crowdsourcing platforms to share information. All of these innovations are changing the face of GEOINT, and they're also generating a ton of data. In a recent article in Trajectory, it was projected that there will be 96 billion terabytes of global digital data by 2022. That's 96 billion terabytes. Those of you who live in the DC metro area probably recognize this nautical map of the Chesapeake Bay, especially if you sail. A nautical map seemed like the right way to frame the question: how are we going to navigate in this ocean of data and connect the dots? Well, one of the key elements to making sense of all of this is people. Isaac Asimov wrote an essay in 1959 that was recently published in MIT's Technology Review. In it, he explored the type of people and the type of situations that lead to creativity. And he talked about the need for people capable of making connections between things that never before seemed connected. People are a key element. And I submit that a second key element is infrastructure. John Oliver recently did a piece on his HBO Last Week Tonight about infrastructure, and one thing he said really stuck with me. He said, infrastructure is not sexy, but it's incredibly important. And while yes, I'm in the storage industry, and yes, I am a big fan of George Carlin, when I talk about infrastructure, I'm not just talking about a place for my stuff. Good storage infrastructure is about much more than having a place for your stuff. In today's world, we have a plethora of sensors, devices, cameras, generating a ton of data that we need to process. But to process the data and to get access to information when, where, and how you need it requires infrastructure, the right kind of infrastructure, so that you can connect the dots. There are 6 important infrastructure requirements for storage: speed, sharing, scale, and of course you need to be able to scale cost effectively. And flexibility is more important than ever, because if there's anything we know, it's that environments will change. And finally, cloud. Infrastructure today has to be integrated with the cloud. Now, I readily admit that storage infrastructure is not sexy, but it is incredibly important. And to do what the GEOINT community does today requires technologies and innovations, and it also requires the right kind of infrastructure. Thank you very much for your time. And if you have more questions and you want to talk about next generation infrastructure, feel free to drop by my booth and find me the next couple days. Quantum's booth 8058. Thank you.